Another amazing day. Nathan Clark, Domination Nation Gym. Hey, check out a couple clips of a cool recent pull workout. I'll show you a couple of cool movements with this one of these new machines I got. I'm always coming and going with machines. I got this thing recently. This is a Strive old school medical line lat pull down / upright row, mid row, whatever you want to do. The cool thing with this is it's got this adjustable thing here with a cable. You can adjust this up and down, about to right here, up and down, but you can also do any sort of movement. So it's only my second time using it, but this thing has like 40 adjustments. This way is more beginning load, this way is end load. And the cool thing is it's got this 40 adjustments vertically as well, 40 horizontal adjustments, 40 vertical adjustments. This can enhance, the closer it is to the bottom, the closer it is to the end range. You can bring it all the way to the top, and it becomes very, very beginning range. So I kind of showed this on my Instagram using a couple movements. I'm just playing around with a few movements that are my go-to movements anyways. I always love this one-arm seated row, biased to the side. So the cool thing is I did the first couple sets end range, and I'm going to do the last set beginning range. So you just superset, bang, bang. Extremely smooth. My daughter actually used it, and she said it was the smoothest cable machine she's ever used. So I'm using the Strive Extreme Row with the Titan bench. I kind of showed this in a different video. I put bands at the end range. I kind of do the cast set technique still, where you do end range, take the band off, and then do middle, beginning, and end range. Just a great way to do a compound movement safely without any lower back strain. I like to have this type of upright row movement in most upper body or pull sessions. So cool technology with the handles I've added. The underhand and the overhand grips are phenomenal on this modified Strive Extreme Row. So you can see I'm just taking the bands off, and I'm just going to do it again. Just sort of a drop set just to make it a little bit easier to hold the stretch. The cool thing is if you do this and you just hold a stretch, it's awesome. I still love this one-arm upright row movement from this Arsenal seated row. With the added horns, you can see, I showed this before, I've got an added horn on top, so I can change and manipulate the strength here, which makes this totally phenomenal. This machine is totally designed to do this movement perfectly. Standing is much better than sitting. You can sit too, but the stretch from standing is superior and phenomenal. Now, I know Core makes this same type of movement without the chest pad. I think this is way superior with the chest pad, because it's more stable. So then we're just going to a couple other back movements. This is the BFS or bigger, faster, stronger pull down. Cool pull down I've had for a while. Really enjoy it. It's sort of gives you the same movement and feel as the flex leverage. I like the added handles, and I like the angle this a little bit better than the old school flex. So this is another cool machine I modified. I'll have to do a full review of it. This is the first generation Hammer high row. This is now one of my favorite high rows. You can see I've added the weight horn above, and I've added all these unique handles. I'm using it just with the traditional handles today for more of a traditional upper back movement, but there's so many possibilities I'll have to show you with these other handles I've added that hit the entire lat. So one of my favorite Hammer machines, now made much better because of how I've modified it with both the handles and the strength curve. So you can see what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do one drop set. I take the weight from the bottom, which is the original weight horn, and I add it to the top, which is the one I added, which makes it much easier at the contraction, and you get more of a stretch. So the cool thing is the weight horn I've added, it's really hits the beginning range, and it allows me to hit that peak contraction after I've pre-exhausted with the regular one. So then this is always one of my favorite movements. Using that with the same machine I showed you, it's kind of this like leaning over lat prayer, hitting a couple sets from beginning and a couple sets from end range. Literally, honestly, just playing around with this machine, any different movements I want, but just so freaking smooth. I mean, it's like a Strive plate-loaded machine, but now it's on a cable, and I can do any of these sort of back movements, row, pull, bicep, tricep, whatever movements I want to do, and manipulate the strength curve. So then I'm just doing a couple more movements. This is the David pullover. Actually, just recently got my 10th pullover, probably the last pullover over knee. I need to review all these pullovers, but this pullover is phenomenal. I like to lean out with my rear end out like this, And then I like to do the traditional way and hit the very end range of motion. So in this particular instance, I did kind of a PM session, did AM, PM just because I didn't have time. I'm kind of in an upper body, lower body split. This is the Core or NewTek lateral weights. It's the same machine from NewTek and Core. They just copied each other. I was going to get the Avenger plate loaded one, but I saw this and I got this instead. This is just a really cool machine. Probably the only one from Core that I really wanted. Notice the linkage in the back, and notice there's a counterweight to it. So you can see from this side, see how the back weight is the actual resistance and the front weight is the counterweight. So I'm still barely learning how to use this, but really cool feel. It's got a foot pedal, kind of like a pre-stretched foot pedal in the front as well. It feels very much like the Avenger lateral raise. It kind of complements my selectorized Medix lateral raise now. But I love the elbow pads. They're in the perfect position. The only thing I need to figure out is how to use this counterbalance a little better. Then a couple just arm movements. This is just the Medix bicep, old school, seats all the way down. I want that full contraction, a full stretch. Like my arms are like, I hadn't used this in a while. My arms are sore for like 2 to 3 days after because of the way this puts you in that stretch. And it's got that pad that rotates with you to really hit the top contraction. And they're just the old school Medix tricep kickback. So just a great way to hit just a little bit of arms to color it with back and the rest of the upper body. Tell me what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe below. This is the new logo we're using, baby. Domination Nation. Going to start offering some merchandise. Still kind of playing around with the content that works the best, but amazing stuff coming your way. Appreciate your interest and your time and attention. Have an awesome day.